It is 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is an hour past my bedtime, so I'm going to get right to it. Let's talk about the subject matter for tonight's Friday night video. Volume. Volume is a professional bettor's friend, one of its best friends. Volume is a recreational square bettor's worst enemy. So you have the same thing. One is kryptonite and one is the best thing ever. So what is the differences? Well, if you're a regular bettor, you get overwhelmed, and what you do is you look for too many opportunities to try to do parlays. I had people texting me tonight, can you give me a 12-teamer, a 7-teamer, an 8-teamer? And I just laugh, right? Of course, there's always a possibility you could win them, but they're negative EV. You're not going to make consistent profit. Let's put it this way. I've never met a professional bettor that made money implementing parlays as part of his strategy. So the volume also is overwhelming and kryptonite for a regular recreational bettor because they're betting all of the games the day of the games and there's no game plan and they're just looking to chase off a loss or chase off a win. They're just looking for that next hit basically of their gambling drug. And so it becomes very intoxicating when you can sit in your house and you can just watch games all day long and bet games all day long. And there's no real strategy or rhyme or reason. Flip that to a professional bettor. A professional bettor loves the volume. And we have a high volume Telegram channel for our professional bettors that are following what we do. We're risking large volume. I mean, just tonight, this Friday, we had over 30 plays in college basketball. There were 70 games on the board tonight. We had almost 50% of those games. 35 would have been 50%. We had 30. So just think about that. You're a guy sitting at home and you're looking for that one big game. You're looking for the holy grail. Give me that one game that I can unload on. And a professional bettor is spreading his risk across 30 opportunities. Now, let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow we have 115 bettable football games. We're only talking about sides. It's double if you're talking about sides and totals. It's triple if you're talking about first halves, sides, and totals. It's quadruple if you're talking about first half, sides, totals, and second halves. And then it just keeps going exponential because then you have the first half of the total and then you have the second half of the total. So the volume can increase, and then you have the in-game live wagering, which again, most people don't know how to do, and if they're actually good at it, they're going to get limited. So you have 115 bettable college football games tomorrow on the board with point spreads, lines, and totals. You have 80 college basketball games tomorrow on the board, lines, sides, and totals. And then you have 11 NBA games on the board, side, and totals. You're talking about 239 individual betting events tomorrow. So with that volume, the question is it your kryptonite or is it your best friend? If you want it to be your best friend, by all means, have a six-figure bankroll or more. Send me a text message, 775-636-7676, and I'll show you how to use that volume to your benefit. If there's no strategy whatsoever and you're just looking to parlay your way to riches, that 239 bettable opportunities is usually the cement that will sink you in the sand. So again, you can have the same volume. One person's misery is another person's miracle. For a professional sports bettor, the most profitable time of the year is college basketball because you have consistent volume on a daily basis, unlike the one day a week with college football. All major betting syndicates have a job to do, and that's to get as much money down across the board as they possibly can and hide from the bookmakers to show that they're sharp so they don't get limited. And the only way you can do that is in the volume game. That's why I come on here and I give out complimentary selections, overnight systems, and angles. I may go on a 10-game winning streak. I may go on a 10-game losing streak. But in my actual day of wagering, it means nothing because I'm betting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games every week from the professional side. If you're a small player and you can't handle the volume, you got a 10-dime bankroll or less, Dime Club, 500 for a week, 1,000 for a month. If you can increase your volume, we have the sharp trading plays, you have Big Al's All Access, and then we have our other high-volume Telegram channel that we just launched, which is something completely different that is not really, it's a very small percentage of the clients that we have that can actually handle that. Just for perspective, it's about 15% of the clients that are subscribers of the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Play are actually maxing out on the high volume. So not everybody can handle that kind of volume. Now let's get into tonight's complimentary selection. The number one team against the spread in college football is UNLV. UNLV in college football is 9-1 against the spread. They are the number one team. That means if you just bet on this team every game, you're 9-1 this college football season without even worrying about them being in the top 25, yada, yada, blada, blada. Tomorrow they're playing at Air Force at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 Pacific. The line opened up at 4. It's now 2.5, 3 in some spots. I'd take UNLV plus whatever they're giving you and maybe even a little on the money line. This team is unbelievable. They just keep getting the job done. Again, don't stand in front of the freight train. UNLV is your complimentary selection. Till they start not covering games, I'm going to roll with them until they prove me wrong. 775-636-7676. 239 sporting events this Saturday. Let the volume be your friend instead of your enemy. Good day and good luck.